Okay, we're gonna try this for the second time. Apologies. It takes a while to bring things back up because like I said, I gotta go play Ninja. I gotta sneak in my son's room, unplug a light that when the power trips, the light turns on, and he's sleeping, so we don't want that. I'm testing something out. I went and grabbed a really long power strip I had, and I'm feeding my computer all the stuff that's into normally 2 power strips. I am daisy chaining into a different outlet so as to test, because we've already replaced the outlet. So I am testing if it's wiring, like faulty wires behind the outlet. If it goes out again, 2 things will happen. The stream will not come back up, and I will 100% be getting an electrician to replace the breaker, and hopefully that will, one of these things will be the solution. So hopefully we're gonna figure something out. Hopefully it's that the wiring is the issue here and I don't have to stop stream again. Pretty sure I took a nice tee shot quad perfects, but power must have killed before I had a chance to actually get the input going. So we're gonna try and first swing back, run it back. That's close to quad perfects, but unfortunately that hybrid is leaking further right. So again, just one of those things where I don't quite know what the wind be doing on these sideways goes of it. But we still dropped the putt for a birdie. We hit our points, so for all intents and purposes, the break did not completely ruin our game. But yeah, the stream going out like that is just, it's a very, very painful thing. Because we've talked about it before. It's like, it kills momentum of the stream. It is mentally just not fun. All the YouTube people, because every stream is separate, like, it was 20 minutes, so there's people on Twitch that probably left, might come back if they realize that the stream is back up, but like YouTube, you know, very easy for people to lose track of it because YouTube has separate streams. We have 2 YouTube streams, and we've got to have, you know, twice as many streams to refine. That was a lovely shot. Give a song request, Dana? We do not do song requests. So this is all copyright-free music. Welcome back, Garrett. Thanks for sticking around. Yeah, we keep it copyright-free so that we don't run into any issues on YouTube with getting demonetized or rev shared or anything like that. Just try and keep it simple. So this is pin high, and then I need to punch it through. There's part of me that wants to take, because even the choked approach here is too long. So we're gonna full, and we're gonna put a little bit into it. Well, there's a double cross, leaving us short as well. Yeah, sorry about that, Dana. Yeah, we just try and keep YouTube off our backs, you know? It is up the hill, but I feel like I've still been running them long, so I'm gonna take just a bit off. It felt pretty good. Almost had it. So what about internet problems? Finally had tech come out and get you squared away. Used to get major packet loss. Oh, that always sucks, yeah. Now this isn't an internet problem, which I guess that kind of makes it worse in some ways. Whoa. That's a pull. That's a pull. We were hitting the shots real nice, but just off the mark on that, and a pull on a stinger apparently is no bueno at all. That's still a pull, huh? I tried to compensate, not getting it over left enough. 335 D lane, what's going on? How much whiskey to forget divorce? I don't drink, so I do not have the answer to that question. Probably more than you should. If I had to wager an answer. There we go. Back on track. What's going on, Seabass? I hear that sounds to me like a YouTube sub. Hold on. Hold the phone. Who dat? Who dat? Seabass! Coming in with the YouTube sub. Appreciate it. Get in there. Ranked record is 21-11. Nice. Gotta get more wins tonight. That's the mindset. Go out there and just take them all on. Take on the world, you know. All right, 168 yards. This is 158. A little bit of wind at the back. Take a few yards off. Wind is gonna drift us. Just a touch left. Slightly above the feet. Slightly more left. And then it's the kick and roll, so let's give it just a touch more. That's on the money. That is on the money. Beautiful. Absolutely spot on. What's going on, Mad Golfer? Well, we've already had one breaker trip tonight. So hopefully that's all of them. Hopefully that's all of them. I played so much cut on that, I didn't even think about the tree. All I was thinking of was how do I get it to that back hole location. That was just a bit on the danger side. This... Oh, I pushed it. I say this feels like it's gonna come out pretty close though. Kinda hard to... Kinda hard at that distance to judge how far it's gonna roll out. Because that short, it doesn't roll the same ratio, I guess, that it normally does. There it is. Alright, starting to get our groove back. Starting to get our groove back. Also, some people you should have beat, however you played some good players. Well, and it's also sometimes you get away with ones that you shouldn't have, right? So there's always a little bit of trade-off when you play those games. Definitely tough to play at a high level consistently. So it's about 226 to the front. Let's just think, if we choke this down, get to like 232, is the hybrid gonna roll 12 yards? Could. I'm gonna take into consideration fairway lie a little bit, however. So I feel like I always lose a few yards on the fairway lie, so I'm gonna play it out just a bit. If we go long, we go long, but I want to give it a chance for the albatross. Wind's gonna hold this draw up, and then if we did land roughly where I'm thinking, I think that's gonna be okay. Maybe just a touch to the right because of the lie. Got a much cleaner contact there. Pretty decent lie out of the rough. So still expect it to kick and roll here pretty good. Just gotta go straight up and down with it. Wow, that came out hot. That came out hot. Well, that's tough. That's tough because I executed everything and was just off. It's never a good feeling. Gotta pick for the... I don't really try and pick them, man. I like watching definitely a lot of good players playing out there this week. But I'm not one to really ever try and pick the winners of these tournaments. It's also tough because like Scotty's the favorite, but to do the three-peat, you know, it's so tough. It's really hard to know. If I had to pick, well, but I don't have to. That's the thing. Trying to make me choose. What I want, I don't know. There are a lot of guys that I enjoy. I also always like a good underdog story, right? So any of the long shot guys are always good. Yeah, I like Scotty. I like Spieth. Yeah, I like a lot of the guys that you would probably expect. Oh, I closed the face on that. Really turned that one back over. There aren't too many guys on tour that I don't like, if I'm being completely honest. Oh, I underswung it. Shame, because that was online too. Hope he wins another major. If Spieth could win the PGA, it would be something special for sure. Yeah, the players, you know, he is a scrambler and wizardry kind of player. So certainly not too suited for the players. But you know, you never know. You never know. Could surprise us. Left it. That's short. I feel like that's been a common theme. I feel like that's been a common theme, is leaving approach shots short. I mean, we had that 3 hybrid that we left long, but on the whole, hope he wins another Masters because he'll be there. Oh, so a little bit of selfishness with that one, huh? I mean, what, he's 1 short of winning all 4, and Rory's 1 short of winning all 4? Are those the only 2 current players in that situation? I think so, right? I think so. All right, I think this club is gonna be. I think this is gonna be it. We struck it perfectly. The lie took it more than the wind could hold it up. But I mean, that's the distance control. That's the distance control. That's the putt up the hill for the birdie. Solid performance through there. And Phil, but Phil's on live. I mean, there have still been ways to get into the majors, right? Which one is Phil missing? I had to guess it's the Open, but I actually don't know that. Because he won the PGA it's US Open. Yeah, that would have been my next guess, because I knew he won the Masters and I know he won the PGA a few years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, he's probably won the Open more than once. Or at least been close to winning it a second time, if not. Problem is, I watched some golf when I was younger. He's only had 7 run. Yeah. I think I did know that stat or have heard it before. Yeah, the thing is, like, when I was younger, I watched but like didn't really know all the stats, and then I had like a big chunk of time where I wasn't really watching golf, and now I'm just back around into it again, so there's definitely some missing pieces of knowledge. All right, we can upgrade the tie spinner. We got another sponsor reward. Let's see where we're at with the sponsors. Let's see where we are at. Maybe we'll go in, I guess we risk going and playing the daily. Hopefully the power doesn't go out. Golf is a great sport. Oh, absolutely, golf is a great sport. Absolutely. I mean, it's one of those things, like, you know, it is competition amongst great players, and it's also competition against the course. Yeah, so there's, you always have like the level of competition that is crazy impressive, and at the same time that that's going on, yeah, you can just see how the course claws back, or how well guys are able to score and just run away on a course and score. Like, it's always so impressive, and some of the lies that these guys get out, you know, individual shots, there's so much about it. Sure, we'll go on a talk show, I guess. I don't know. Whatever, it's just like a freebie thing, I guess, that we have to do. So we'll have the Shriners next. We're on tier 2 of Titleist. How far until we get to tier 6? We've got to be... Okay, we still got about 2,000 to go on Adidas. But then we'll get the fitting, which is for transition. So, like, theoretically I could stop at 5, but I'm kind of just going to 6 before I move on. And we'll just go to another one of the apparel only. So, like a FootJoy, Nike, Puma. Maybe we'll go Nike. Alright, let's take a look at our quests real quick. Because my career... Yeah, we need to do Justin Thomas and Colin Morikawa. Things are all messed up with this because our career mode was bugged. But that'll give us... Beating them for the second time will give us fittings. We got one more sponsor event, one more tier 5. I don't know if there's anything beyond the build your brand. I mean, there's XP. It's not really a big deal. All right, top 50 at St. Jude. win the tour championship. These are all the majors. We unfortunately didn't get pants for winning the players, and I also think there's a seasonal one for it. We've got our 15th win, so we're a quarter of the way there. What's going on, hey cat? Path to the yeah. So it's on here, but I just mean there's nothing. There's not like another one that replaces it once we get that one built up. I don't think, or maybe there is one beyond it, but it's not required for this. If that's the case, let's take a look at the seasonal stuff. So we got to get to the PGA Championship and apparently shoot a 59 or better for 50 VC and a hat. Pretty minor rewards for what you're doing. I technically need 4 more birdies on Sawgrass and to win it in my career. Well, we're not gonna win it in my career because we missed that. We got boat raced by the CPU. I'm not going around another season, so I guess we're not getting the shirt. There is, and it's required. B5 tier 9 and 20 more sponsor events. Wait, but this one's called Build Your Brand. Or is it just gonna be like, because it's not saying like a part 1 or anything. This is called Build Your Brand. Career Grand Slam. Build Your Brand, Outdrive and Outshine. Because have the other tiers of that been called Outdrive and Outshine? I guess that's the part that I'm trying to figure out, because some of these are, see, like this is part 1, part 3, but this one says one of 3. It's called Ball Collector, so it's going to be like this, and it's no. Ball Collector, Rolling Star, Perfect 10, Full Flight. So it's going to be, why are some of them done like that? Why are some of them part 1, part 2, part 3, and then some of them have the same name and have pages? Because if I go then to collections, do those have... Is there the... So Tailored for Triumph is here. Oh, that's so funky. That's so messed up. In the completed, it has the paginated thing, but then it's still this. So there's nothing that indicates that like you're done. Technically, they could pull one over us and say there's more there to do after you win your 60th, because these don't give you the like subtitles of them. They just put the main title. So like it's technically Build Your Brand, but we're in the subclassification of Build Your Brand Brand Deal Veteran. And there's gonna be another, okay. Well, that's fine, because we're gonna have, there's gonna be plenty of other stuff to get done with the 60 wins and stuff, so we'll have plenty of time, but that's just poorly worded. That's just poorly worded. All right, let's go and play the daily. Let's go play the daily ranked tour, and hopefully our power doesn't go out and the VC doesn't get taken from us. 60 safe. You've been in career too much the last few days and finished all that. I assume you've just been spending your time doing the sim, like the 4-hole sim, and set the difficulty to easy. Neepa win. Yeah, I'd have to play the 4 more. Also, we never got paid out, by the way. Just in case anybody was curious. We never got paid out, I don't think, for our nearly first, like our top 5 finish. like fairly certain our top 5 finish of the weekly last week didn't pay out. What does View Golfer info show? Gotcha. Guilty as charged after the first go around. Yeah, I'll probably get it. I don't know if I'll. We'll see. We'll see if I go cheesy after the first season, or if we'll just keep playing it. But I wish you could see like what you've participated in. But yeah, I'm ticked because I don't think it paid out. It closed out on Sunday, right? I'll have to check the VOD and see if when we open this up, if it, like the difference between Thursday and Monday, if there was a VC boost outside of the, no, because the 500 was later. All right, well, let's play the Daily Master. Runner Gur or Super Flop Gur? Oh, so there are other quests have been completed and you go to it, but no rewards show up? I have not had that. I still need to get the like knockdown Gurs and stuff, but I guess it makes sense that there's more beyond it. Okay, so these are all on defaults, right? So I should see what the defaults are before we go on. Firm, and 8 on the green speed. So these are gonna be quick. Yeah, I'm annoyed. The ranked tours are more worth it because you get VC, but it didn't pay out. I'm like 99% certain it didn't pay out my VC or my merit points. And we had a top 5 finish in the weekly last week. All right. We're gonna just knock this out here. Wasn't the greatest contact, but knock this out here. Give ourselves the short-ish approach shot. Little uphill, little wind. Ball's a little left, wind's a little right. We're on the money. Oh, that firm is quite firm. So 164. 164. Things are gonna run, uphills are gonna hold. You been getting tons of them? Do you need to go somewhere after hitting the start button? It used to auto-populate. You're saying like the message pops up that the quest is complete, but then you go like you go into quests here and it would say completed and like click on the thing. I wonder if it's auto claiming because I don't think we had to claim after. I'll have to keep an eye once we get this to 15 out of 15. What's going on, Thomas? You didn't get the rewards either, but you think the dailies only closed like a half hour ago? Yeah, but I'm saying mine's from I'm talking about the weekly from last week. I don't think ever paid out. That's the one that I'm missing, Thomas. We played in the alternate event last week when the the main crowd was at the Arnold Palmer Invitational. This is gonna just hit into that. Play a little cut. I guess it's a good thing I missed to the left, because the way that I was cutting that would have hit the rough if I was online. It's gonna miss low. Even pushed it and was open. I mean, I missed the power, but like, that's got to be in for an eagle. Normally yeah. We'll have to pay attention when I trigger the next one, because you might be right that it didn't show up for me either. But I think that it paid out at the end of the round. I don't know what causes some of the quests to be a box. I think some of the ones at the end of the round, they just show up in your end of round rewards. So I'm not 100% certain with that. Starts left, it's up the hill and moving right, so I'm thinking the uphill is going to take some of the wind out of it. There we go. There we go. Getting some nice approaches. I'm still going to be mad about that eagle miss, because I should be 4 under through 3. I know, Thomas, like we played so well in that. I mean, obviously we missed a bunch, so like we weren't ever going to be out in that top position, but still. We shot 52 under and we're not going to get a payout for it. Alright, faster greens means it's going to break more, right? Right? I mean, I left push open, so I can only imagine that that's what misses it, but didn't really feel like it had a ton of movement. I'm being completely honest. All right, balls above the feet. Balls above the feet, wind. I'd rather miss left just because there's more green to work with. And then choked approach. A little bit of loft on the choked approach. That did not come out anywhere near as left as I thought. That is not anywhere near as left as I thought. I'm terrified because at this green speed, the safe play, quote unquote, is to super flop this. Right? That's the safe play. The odds of me holding it are about minimum, but like, yeah, because I can't, like, that's so cheesy. Like, my inputs are so bad on that, and it only misses by a couple feet. Realistically, that should be way worse, and like, I don't know. I feel like I should have to hit, I feel like I should have to try and hit the chip there. Chip definitely is the better chance of me making it. I mean, the flop shot, I'm taking the opposite side swing, and so that's just incredibly challenging for me. I'm gonna let the wind kind of do its thing here. I'm gonna give it a little bit more. What? In what world does the ball beneath my feet, like, not do anything? That ball started to move and the wind just took it over so quickly. Seabass, I am not young enough to know what that means, so probably not. I've heard that, I've seen that thrown around as a thing that people say these days. I'd be lying if I acted like I had any clue what it meant. Back in my day, it was just part of your fraternity or sorority name. Which clearly I was not involved with. Just in case anybody is mildly surprised by that. That's close. I gotta figure out this whole de-lofting situation. Trying to... Do I have Riz? Also probably not. Anything that you can call slang from the past, like, 5 years or so, I got nothing. Don't want to be short. I don't know, actually, I feel like putting loft and spin into this stuff actually knocks it down pretty well. Underswing is still deep. I do have a wife. I do have a wife. Come on, stay up. Stay up. There we go. Alright. Lucas is on a 35 streak. It's going on, Lucas. We had another breaker trip situation again tonight. So technically you've missed 3 streams now. You missed 3 streams in a row, dude. You're starting a streak in the wrong direction. I said that we will not resume stream if it happens again. But what I have done is I grabbed another power strip and I plugged everything into... Oh wow, that went way long. I plugged everything into a different outlet, so I'm trying to do some stress testing to see if it's maybe a wiring issue before I conclude that it is the breaker. Oh, what a putt. What a putt. Alright. 7 under through 9. Not bad. That leaderboard is all sorts of messed up. That's not how that's supposed to work. I don't know what causes that. Had T1 with a bunch of people. that were many holes ahead. I don't know if they were at 7 under through 9 when they were here. I really have no idea. Just need it to check once it gets up here. Come on, man. That thing rolled straight past the hole. How is there that much break? I took it quick because I was like, I saw it roll out really slowly. It didn't move. Oh, that's pain. That's an actual drop stroke. Ah. We missed the easy putt earlier on the eagle attempt. And then that. That's just no fun for nobody. Alright, quad perfects. We're gonna get this 6-iron just to the right of the slope. Hopefully it'll bounce and feed back. Didn't really have a play to reach it over, and I feel like the 6-iron is actually getting more bite than I expect. It's the 5-iron. It's the 5-iron that's not not checking up. The 5-iron wants to roll. Speaking of rolling though, that putt's rolling in. I mean, we're not playing bad. The scoreboard is a little funky. I feel like the scoreboard is all sorts of over the place. This is way downhill. Is this gonna check me into a weird spot? I'm gonna take 3 wood. I'm a little bit scared if I hit my driver into that slope that it's gonna take me down into like an awkward angle to be attacking things at. Now I have a 7-iron. Now I have a 7-iron that's going 186, maybe a few yards. Choke it down. Oh, I almost closed the face on that. Oh, that wind really didn't. I punched it through a touch because I thought the wind was going to hold us up more. So we're going to have to rely on the putter again. Also, 15 shots within 10 feet. Either that's showing up on the wrong holes, or it's counting shots that are like outside of 15 feet. I don't really know because I feel like I've seen it show up on outside 15 feet. Straightened out. I moved an extra bit too, but it straightened out at the end. Tom Green, what's going on, Maddie? How's it going, dude? We're just gonna play the 3 wood over to this flat spot. Give us an approach angle. We're gonna have to try and read the wind on the flight in, but this gives us club to work with. I've been struggling with this, like really been struggling with this. Kind of uphill lie, so I'll give it a touch more. This could flight all the way through, and that's kind of the part that's really been tripping me up. Yeah, I feel like sometimes I've had that slight inward crosswind, and it just puts so much spin on my ball and knocks me back, and then there's other times where it's like this, and I just really and truly don't know. I mean, we make the putt from above the hole. This is, I think with this wind and everything, you would definitely power drive this, but I don't have power drive, so we're gonna take regular drive. View is even worse on the low cam for that putter. I mean, I wasn't even looking at the putter head. I was looking out towards the hole to see if I could see anything in the lines. Is this one we're gonna have to take up over the uprights? I think so. It's not that much downhill though. Ball's a little below the feet. I left the face open. So we're through the uprights. We're just missing to the right. Wow. That took a nasty kick back. What's going on, Curtis? We play our career mode on Legend, but we are playing currently in the ranked tours, the Daily Master. This is gonna be a little bit quick and downhill, but I gotta get it going. Gotta get it going. Pushed it just a touch. Yeah, that needed to come out straight to maybe a touch. Pole could have gotten away with it, but it has too much break right at the end, so we missed the eagle. All right, 16 under is the lead. We've got 4 holes to play. We've already missed two very makeable scores, unfortunately. So we're playing pretty well. I just am still trying to make the adjustments on, I don't know, the wind. I just haven't quite gotten down pat yet. I feel like this is gonna carry me to 77. I feel like 9-iron carries me about here, and this carries me about here, so. But just a touch of loft and backspin to try and maybe curl this back. Ah, that's open face. How was it though? It was long. Is that firm? Ah, it's not bad. It would have been a little bit above the hole. Would have been a little bit above the hole, but just left it that little bit. I think I need to get it all the way out here if we want to have any sort of chance. Come on. Pretty good read. Oh, why is the face starting to flare that open? Uh-oh. That ain't so pretty. We were putting it in a pretty decent spot. We were getting some pretty nice. I could drive her off the deck, but I'm scared. But I mean, 20... Is this really going to go 27 yards up the hill? I don't think so. May as well at this point. Overcorrected. Overcorrected the open face. 34 yards though, so we can play the spinner. Out of the light rough, it should take the hop and a little bit of roll, right? Okay, a little bit more. A little bit more roll on it than I thought. But good up and down. Good up and down. There's just no... You'd have to hit it a very specific thing here to take all the speed out of it, but still have it pop over and roll out. Best case scenario is you go long and then you could pick it. But you'd want to go long left and hope that it doesn't go into the rough. In that case, you're playing like a high fade, and even that is... That's just tiny margins. Dumb play. Tiny margins, dumb play. Let's try and be a smart player. Can't seem to get my approach distances quite right. I don't know if that's with the like trying to adjust for partials and stuff. What's going on, Justin? Welcome back. Strategic play, we're trying to be one of them smart players, you know? Trying to be one of them smart players. Played a few yards short. This wind should be pretty well neutral. Probably closer to, say, 9 mile an hour wind. Pull closed. The double crosser and underswung. Bounce into a downhill. Not really my finest. Not really my finest work. Put it on the right edge. Just outside right edge. We're swinging pretty well, Justin. As per usual, you know, I make a few too many mistakes. Why did it say? Was it trying to show players from other platforms? We're definitely not all T1. I mean, certainly 13 under doesn't hold as a top score, but I think they're trying to, behind the scenes, fix the like cross-play leaderboards mid-round. And that is definitely not correct. Yeah, there we go. It wasn't even showing all of the PlayStation players. I don't know what in the world was happening with that. Now, could we have shot 17? I don't think so. But 13 under is pretty solid. We're up there with some names that we are familiar with. But I want to take a look at these stats real quick because we definitely missed a handful of putts we should have. Because, like, look at that proximity. 14.1 foot proximity. That's fantastic. But missing putts. Missing putts. We shouldn't. We should have had an eagle. There's a couple of putts that we should have had. So I mean, at the end of the day, that's still where we're lacking. Had your first interview and weld test for a job today? How'd that go, Justin? Hopefully well. Wishing you the best of luck with the job search. Yeah, the thing is, that's also just like a skill that you can take into other jobs. Yeah, my dad does welding for his job, but I think it's all, I don't know. I'm sure he got some training, but I don't know that he had to go to like a trade school for it. It's just part of it. So the tournament counted, but it doesn't look like the stats are racking up for us. Our Villa, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, so it looks like we're not going to be able to see our event stats, but 13 under, definitely solid. Definitely left a few strokes out there. But if that's kind of where we're at with our game, that we can shoot 13s and leave strokes out there, then it's not a terrible place to be. We made some putts. We missed ones that we should have made. So we just got to get better at figuring out how to not miss those. All right. Well, the ranked tours definitely loading with some better speeds. Things seem to be super buggy with the leaderboards, but we shot a solid 13 over, or 13 under, not 13 over, geez, 13 under in the Daily Master. Hopefully it'll pay out. Maybe it'll also correct our tournament from last week, but I'm being hopeful with that. We gotta take a quick break, so I appreciate everybody for being here. If you have not already, like the stream, subscribe to the stream, follow the stream, whatever platform you're on, do all the things. Of course, if you're enjoying, which I hope you are. But we've got more golf after this. Hey, thank you, Dirk. We've got more golf after this, but we gotta take a break real quick. So I'll see you in 3 minutes. BRB.
It's raining.
Ads. Muted. Good job, me. Thanks, Justin. Thanks, Justin. I was saying thanks for the patience. We're back. All those good things. Yeah, Twitch gonna run ads, so we may as well take a break together. We've got no time for the 4-round ranked weekly because we were gonna play 2 rounds yesterday, but the stream was not cooperating, or the electric wasn't cooperating, so we're not gonna do that. So we're gonna play a round on Legend Career, and then if we've got any people that wanna team up for some ranked duos, I'm game. I'm gonna try and squeeze this 7 up the hill. Pretty tight squeeze here. I pulled it though. Dang. Dang nabbit. Yeah, nothing like the muted. You know, I have a little bit of room to run. Should I pick this? I don't know. But I kind of want to give myself the opportunity to run one up to the hole. That was good touch. I just pulled it. But that was like exactly what you want in terms of distance. You'll play some ranked? All right. Yeah, once we finish up this what you call it? The sponsor event, do a career mode round, we'll get into some ranked duos. All right, put some shape on the pitching wedge. And see, now we're open faced. So I do think that was a good line we were on. Hopefully we get a patch soon that resolves the stuttering. I'll take the 4K screen tearing and replace it for stuttering, as I don't play with the I don't play in 4K, so that doesn't bother me at all. What do you do here? You take like a partial 4-iron to like check down a 3 hybrid so it runs? Probably not. I'm kind of tempted to try and play something off of the bank. But does it have enough legs? What's the green speed? 135s? It's not anything crazy. I just don't really have a draw for this. Also, all 3 objectives are finish the score with a round of even or better. Don't think that's what they want. Maybe it is because it's par 3s, but I thought maybe it would be like +1 even -1. 6-iron with some wind. I feel like I don't know. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this. I left it a little bit close. Oh, the ice completely underswung it. Maybe it'll get the kick left and get back there. I wanted to really take that high up on the slope and see how far down the green it would roll. It's just like a really tough hole location. Yeah, this is... Oh. Shot off the green. Land 10 feet or further from the pin. What a bizarre thing. What a bizarre challenge. Hey, be bad on your approach shots. Also, Justin, I'm realizing now I didn't respond to you because I got distracted by the muted. But that's they really pulled the wool over your eyes on that one. They really pulled the wool over your eyes on that one. At least they have another half of the shop that's interested in you, but hey, you're gonna be interviewing for this, and then it's something entirely above your pay grade. What's going on, Zayden? No such thing as late, you're here. It's more than I can ask for. Also, nice shooting in the Daily Master. I only got to 13 because I can't putt. I had 14.1 foot proximity and like 89% greens in reg, but I missed. It's like 80 something percent, 88% medium, and 37.5% long putts. Putting has just always been the weakest part of my game. I do well by getting the ball closer, like just close enough that I don't have to even, I can't even miss the putts. Is basically what it comes down to. And I'll be on one of, well, that'll definitely give you a boost for sure. Part that irks you is they didn't tell you it was an aerospace test until after you finish. Probably wouldn't have passed anyways, but you would have done stuff way differently if you knew. Yeah, that's kind of crappy. I can understand like if they told you something different before the, you were misinformed before the interview, but then told when you showed up. Like that's different than being told after the test. Still good experience. Yeah. Any sort of interview and like under pressure experience is gonna make you better for the next time. Right. It's always that. It's one thing to, to be able to execute when nobody's looking, but to do it under the pressure of the interview, completely different animal. Alright, this puts us in on like a partial shot unless we lay it up and then we get full on. I'm gonna take the partial. Get your warm-up in, you can play pretty consistently. Once I get going too, if I can get on a roll with my swing play, I can typically get going pretty well. I've been having some issues with judging the wins in this game. I feel like even though I feel like I know how they should play, that I just get them wrong. And then the putting. So like between the two of those, like that, like how does that go that far? I don't understand. That one's a bit more mind-bending than most. It's a big putt though. Be more than happy anyways. That's more in line with your current skill set. So what, automotive welding, that's just like about a lot of body repair stuff, right? Like you'd work in a shop that does a bunch of fixing cars that have been in accidents and such, I would imagine. Alright, ball slightly below the feet. Slightly downhill too. Little bit of wind in. I'm gonna play it stock, hopefully flight it just past. And just spinny enough. Odd perfects. See, but then it's short and spins weird bounce, but I don't know, man. I'm like having a tough time gauging some of the things. Make a lot of exhaust part. Okay, so it's like an aftermarket. either aftermarket or just like a vendor. Or maybe both, I don't know. Either way, man. Good stuff. Need a little bit more distance. Slightly downhill, but I just feel like this has the tendency to be short. I want to squeeze it a little. Yeah, I mean, I know the last few years have been a little all over the place in terms of schooling and stuff, so probably feels pretty good to get to a point where you're enjoying what you're doing and getting close to getting, you know, your feet settled beneath you, so to speak. Little deep, little wind. Slight downhill lie, I'll take just a touch off of it. I left that one open. Felt like I was too much on the... Felt like I've been too much on the, like, closed-ish side. Underswung it, but hit too firm. It works out. We'll take it. Let's see, 6 iron here. See, now I can actually play like a little bit of a fade. Try and just cut it up that gap. Really hard to get at that flag, though. Really, really hard to get at that flag. This is so slopey. I underswung it. I mean, there was also a push and stuff in there, so that may have had something to do with it, but that was a pretty good read. Good skill just to get you a decent job. Ended up really loving it. Hoping to get a career started somewhere. Well, and that's kind of like the perfect combo then, right? To be able to really enjoy what you do and not just, you know, pick up a trade or something because you can do it and it makes good money. Like, it's obviously at the end of the day, work is work, and so if you can tolerate it and it pays well, then oftentimes it's probably gonna be worth it. But to, you know, have it be that little bit more, so to speak, where you actually really do enjoy what you're doing. I left it open. That might be a problem. I don't know why I said that. Like, a very stereotypical, like, Russian broken English. That might be a problem. Gotta like chip this into the hill. Oh boy, okay. That's a nice chip. Okay. Okay then. Take those. We absolutely take those. Now imagine the scenes when we actually, because that's the other thing, is we're still playing a little bit gimped from how we will be at full. I don't have fittings on my driver. I don't have full fittings and fully upgraded fittings on my irons yet. We get that little bit extra contact and swing path, and those forgivenesses become a little bit more. That's going to be real nice. Going up a club just, well, I underhit it, but I'm going up a club to try and negate some of this spin. But when you underswing it, that's not necessarily the best. Get in there. I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm swinging right to left. I am still swinging very left to right on my putts. And that is not a very good place to be. Hybrid feels like it's gonna be short. 15 yards. Can't really cut it through the wind. The only thing I can do is try and take a wood to like the same place. That doesn't feel like a good idea either. Okay. I'm just gonna try and maybe stupidly overpower this. Oh, we got one. Yeah, that was stupidly overpower it. That wind played like nothing. That wind played like actually nothing. Okay, play it just over halfway. It's up the hill. Should be okay. Ball's slightly above the feet. It's the hop. It's the hop forward and then rolling like here, I think. Close. That's... I didn't have a straight swing, but I didn't hit it full. Didn't hit it full. No. No, just... Oh, that's so bad. I don't know why, but I decided I was going to play that... like right edge. Should have played that a little closer to center. Ball's pretty buried. There's not a shot at this. Because like best case scenario, I'm hitting it here. Going through the gap. Nope. Different gap. Sorry, people. Head down, head down. Yeah, I don't think I have any stats on the punch shot, so that was probably not a great call. Oops. Oopsie. My bad, everybody. That would have been quite the eagle. That would have been quite the eagle. I pushed it. Still, I can't, for the life of me, I cannot get that swing plane on the back to straighten out today. I'm gonna have to, I guess, maybe start taking a slightly different grip. Also, this course, you can really take the driver and get it down far, which I don't know that that's a good thing. I feel like there's probably a lot of spots where it'd be smart for me to lay back with 3-wood, because then I leave myself with stuff like this. I mean, that was on line. That was online, man. Holy cow. Had your first albatross tonight? Get in there, Richard. Get in there. One day we'll hit the albatross. One day we'll get another hole out. I'm still so upset that the quest didn't count for my hole outs. And so now I've had a hole out and an ace. Both don't count for anything. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. I left the face open. I could feel that. Apparently, the wind was non-existent there because I don't know what that was. They want me to super flop? Is that what we're... Super flop onto the hill? I cannot get that swing. Jeez. That's so mean. That's so mean. I gotta take like a practice swing, I think, when it comes to the super flop. I can't get my swing like anywhere close enough to the right. Pipe a stinger straight down. Straight down the line. Alright. Choked approach. Wind is just a touch in. Ball's below the feet. Not going to put the spin on because that's going to play the wind more. Come on. Playing into the wind, so spin back. That's not it, dude. That's not it. Yeah, I really need to hit the lab when it comes to these wins. That's such a leak. Putting's always been a leak, so if I can at least get my wind reads down to give me better proximity to take away some of the putts, that'd be good. If I can improve both, that would obviously be be most ideal. But it's getting pretty painful on some of these like short, you know, these wedge shots that should be relatively straightforward. And they're just not. Pushed it. Things do feed left. I don't think this far left, but they do feed left. Don't go out the back of the green, please. I haven't, Lucas. I haven't. I need to. Maybe I'll make that tomorrow. Maybe I'll make that tomorrow so I can get out the video for creating it. Oh my word. The push. I am struggling so much. That's a pull, that's an overcorrection, but I am struggling so much to get the straight line on my putt. I'm pushing everything. And I don't know how much it's affecting the shot, but to me it feels like a bunch. 4 yards, I don't know what the wind is doing here. I feel like I can just play the 9-iron stock. Pushed it. Yeah, that would have been good. Design stream? No. No, we'll make the design video. There's not even really that goes into my practice facility. I mean, maybe I'll have some ideas for some other stuff, like rough and sand. There we go. What's going on, jet ski? How we doing today? Oh yes, this course has the drivable. It's uphill though. Push open, nice. Love the double cross. Love the double cross. Watched a ton of the players, as did I. Tried to catch as much as I could. I missed some of the later stuff I was able to watch while I was working. Alright, pitching wedge, pick shot. Downhill. Like my feet are down, so I'm gonna put a little bit of stopping power on this. And it's gonna come out left. We're trying to get to that ridge left, so. Double crossed it again. Well, there's the correction. There's the correction. Ah, it sucks to do that, but yeah, I was way too off the mark there. We still lead the tournament, but this has been one of those ones where you play well, but just can't quite do enough. That's bound to get me wet, right? push shot's okay, because the push shot is actually towards the heart of the green. It's funny because you can't actually see anything from here. It's so bright that it just, the beads are like an actual wash. So you have to trust what you see, which is hard because this is saying left to right in front of the hole, but everything else is saying right to left. I'm gonna aim right edge and probably gonna miss. Miss on a side if I had to guess. No, I mean that putt actually just kind of went straight. Kind of went straight. It's our 50th eagle. What's going on, Jimothy? Play rivals already? I'm playing my rivals in career mode, man. I am playing rivals already. .204, 212. 6 iron, 5 iron. We're gonna just like kind of check this down into a half swing on the 5 iron. I like the line. This has the rollout. It could be nice. Oh, that's too much roll. See, but if I take that all the way down to 6 iron distance, I can almost guarantee you that I miss it there. There were so many breaks back and forth, and I thought it was gonna break more right than anything. Marvel Rivals, I know. I'm kidding. I haven't played. I don't have any friends that have been playing it and like trying to get me into it. I barely played Overwatch back when that was first coming out. Just don't think it's my type of game. But I understand it's been pretty fun and has done pretty well. I also heard something like the bunch of devs got laid off and stuff, which always sucks. Ooh, I almost missed that one back out to the open side. Glad I didn't though. I would have taken an eagle too. I would have walked off. I would have walked off the 18th. I think we're gonna hold on to the win here though. Easy dub. Easy dub at Shriners. JT down. Easy peasy. All right, Mad Golfer, you ready? Keep it down, you're trying to sleep. See, joke's on you. I know I'm not talking that loud because my son is sleeping in the room next door. The rival system really is a joke as it currently stands. Because even on the legend difficulty, like I've got plenty of players that are playing well. All right, so Clubhouse Pass, some followers, the Great Green Rollout, 1K for the making. I think it was 8,000 feet of putts, so nice little VC payout. Love to see it. All right, Golfer, let me get over there. This is do it. Let's do it. I don't know if skipping that interview is gonna cost me. I'm just trying to get to ranked, man. Just trying to get to ranked. Yeah, you got it, Colin. Rematch me, bro. Rematch me. You got nothing. You got nothing on me. Alright, let's do ranked. I think we're like 10-1 or something in duos. All right. Get in here. Get in here, Mr. Golfer. .502 bad gateway. Nice. Good job, Streamlabs. It's exactly what you want to see. That is exactly what you want to see. All right, yeah, we're gonna run some ranked duos here with Mad Golfer for a little bit. See what we can do. Try and keep our ranked duo success up. Is there a way to check the leaderboard, by the way, or are we just... I guess we probably check the leaderboard from back in the main menu. I always forget that you can't like look at it from here for whatever reason. You coming, Golfer? That room code? This one? The one on the screen? Or do you need me to put it into the chat? Because I can do that if needed, but... Yeah, the 1000 VC is nice. So we just need to do... We need to get to 85 on our powerhouse. We've got enough VC to do that now, and we'll get like 900 VC or something close to that back for those upgrades. So theoretically, we should be left with like 2,500, and then I think we're kind of good to go for a while. Get in there. Then I think we should be good to go for a while when it comes to VC. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we need to worry about. Oh, you're on mobile, so chat was covering it. Got it. Gotcha. All right, let's ready up and do it. I need 30 more holes to get chump change VC. All right, we're heading to Pebble Beach, the back nine. All right, let's get after it. Let's get after it. Pebble Beach can be tough. 10 is not an easy opening hole. I don't know if on default conditions it's as bad, but I know when I've played firm firm fairways, it is very easy to lose this ball all the way down into the crap on the right. That is like perfect positioning. They are putting it a little bit more in danger by landing it center fairway. That still works. Yeah, once you've got firmness and stuff in play, things get quite dangerous. 100% lie. So I probably want to play something like that. And then you're riding the wind out there. Off the slope though, something like this. Oh, open face, Colby. My bad. It's below the hole at least, but I didn't realize that my finish position was that far off. Guy really needs to augment his wardrobe, Moose. I need to get enough outfits. Like, I need enough apparel that my wife can dress for different rounds. Right now I have the one outfit for all occasions. So we're kind of in that awkward spot where we don't really have a great selection for her to be able to do all the different outfits, and we don't have the VC to fund a shopping spree. So for now we got the one outfit, but yeah, I know we gotta get to that point where we got 5 outfits. For now, I'm wondering if we could maybe be able to dress like around 1 and 2, so we got 3 different outfits, because we don't really get to play round 3 and 4 all that much, because we're playing 2 rounds in career mode and haven't been playing too much ranked or societies to get the 4-rounders. I'm running some rounds with Mad Golfer Zayden, but if he bows out at any point and we're still going, he'll be next in the queue. Come on, stay up. Close. Close, close, close. That's my bad on the approach. That's my bad on the approach. There we go. That's what I gotta do for you. That's what I gotta do for you, is get that finish a little bit more left. Early for me, I thought you were playing with a random. No. No, I'm not in the business. I won't queue up into duos if it's a random. I'll play duos with somebody from the stream. Otherwise I'll just hop in for some solos. Pretty good little bender. Little bender from there. Hopefully 86 yards was not too awkward of a distance. I didn't really want to take 3-wood off the tee. I guess I could have maybe taken a stinger. I don't know how the stinger would have. I'm going to have to do testing, like in just like a neutral environment, and see net distances with the different shot types. So what I need to get an understanding of is like on firm, fast, or something like that, like how... Okay, a little bit of spin back, but we're below the hole. Not a bad leave. Slam a jam it straight up the hill. Nice leave. They've got a tougher putt. They've got some right to left break. Yeah, you gotta play this thing outside the hole. Good putt. Good putt, good putt. I might be able to buy us enough time with the snoozes to make it through this match, but hopefully this one doesn't run crazy long. I hate bleeding into the ads, but that's the only thing with going into online modes is sometimes I don't have as much control over the stream pacing. That's the only thing that we'll have to look out for. Get down, get down, get down, get down, 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 down. That's gonna be a quick putt. I assume I wasn't quite looking at the club. That sounded like it was like a hybrid. Scared of coming up short, that's fair. I was gonna say, if that's a hybrid though, I'm guessing you've got a shorter hitting character. Well, that was a chance right there. I'll take just a touch off of this. Gonna miss low, isn't it? Ugh, I moved it back that one click right at the end. That was a chance. Not to distract from guys' focus, curious whether or not I'll be playing the show this latest offering. I don't think so, Moose. I think just with the proximity to this game's release and my lack of posture in the baseball directory, which is 0 because I've never played one of those games, I think I'm going to pass this year, but I think there's a chance that if next year there is hype and maybe some community interest, that maybe with it being like the off year of golf, that we add that into the fold as a supplementary situation. But I feel like with this game still being so new and not having any foothold there, I feel like I'm probably doing myself a little bit of disservice. Just given the timing. Like if it was later in the year, then it would probably be good. But like we are cresting into peak golf season, and so like we're gonna have the initial hype fall off of the launch, which we're getting, and baseball's going to take it down. But as we approach the Masters and stay in the summer, like interest in golf is kind of up until the end of the golf season, and then it dies, because you would think that it's a game that people play when they're not golfing, right? It's like oh, I can play this in the winter, but it actually kind of turns out that it's, as people are playing IRL golf and watching IRL golf, they are more interested in playing and watching the game as well. And then when I think other sports come around, I think the demographic kind of shifts to other sports too. So that's one thing that I want to try and figure out. I don't know when to add it in quite yet. But like right now we're playing heavily golf, right? And we're probably gonna play heavily golf while the interest is up. But you know, before this game came out, we played through The Last of Us for the first time. Had some split time with golf. Nice shot. It was below the hole. Yeah, left us some split time there. I gotta figure out if it makes sense to like do multiple games in the same stream, or if having fully separate streams makes sense. That was the perfect leave. But I'm trying to figure out, like, I don't know what makes sense. That's like more of just like a content creation in general. Yeah, because on the one hand, if you stream 2 different things in the same day, you have the chance of people staying from the first game and checking out the second thing and maybe finding interest there. Just overran the fairway. That's always a tough tee shot. But on the flip side, you know, having dedicated days makes it, I think, a bit easier when it comes to, you know, thumbnails and all of that. Oh, that was a perfect drive for them. All the more reason he deserves to change. I'm not in disagreement. I think he does need the change up. So out of the light rough, you can't driver off the deck. Okay. How, let's see, what would be the best spot to leave our partner here? Probably back for like a full shot. Try and cut the 4-iron up. Bounces back out, but try and leave it where you can partial 75. That might be a little bit tight. There's just no room to play like a spinner or a pitch, so I needed to give it a full. Need to give it a full stream or a full-ish swing, some sort of full approach shot. They're gonna be able to try and climb the right-hand side. Well, no, I guess they're not a long hitter. Or they didn't know how to calculate. That is a terrible spot to be. They're gonna have to super flop out of there, and even that, I don't know that you can. You got a regular flop. They're in bad shape. Bad shape. Good vibes. Pretty sure people tune in to watch that more than what I'm playing. I appreciate that. I mean, as much as that may be the case, there's still an overlap of interest that needs to take place. You know, so it's the thing that I've struggled the most, like just looking at like Twitch metrics is like the easiest thing that I can. Oh no. Oh no. Door was open. Looking at the Twitch metrics, most like I can't gauge anything, so I'll pull it up just to show you how it is. Is it engagement? 51% of my viewers also, you know, they spend their time watching 2K25 outside of this stream. 6% is the next category, and that's WWE, and that's just because that just came out. After that is 6% just chatting and 2% Tarkov, 2% EA soccer. So pretty good. Just short. So the tough thing there is there's just not like a great here's a clear-cut other game that people, yeah, I would be able to just get people to watch. No clue what to do there. 75 yards up 18. So what distance? What distance is your 60-degree wedge? Soccer stash. I liked FIFA back like a decade ago. Not as into FIFA these days. So the uphill 18 feet, you play 6 extra yards. Like that's gonna take 6 yards off your shot. Stream what you enjoy streaming, focus on that more than the distracted message. Oh, I know, but it's hard not to think about them. I've been doing this for almost 9 years at this point. Definitely something that factors in. What's going on, Dumpling? Started watching for the DS3 stuff? Holy cow, that's a long time ago. Yeah, there you go. Following since 2018. Hot dang. Hot dang. There you go. Fellow golfer. Goes 98. Well, you should be able to take it back to 75% then and just play a partial shot. The timing, it's very forgiving. Just take the club back 3/4 and you're good. All right, everybody, I apologize. This is like the one thing with the ranked timing of things. Guess that was an underswing, but ads are gonna start. I ran out of snoozes, so unfortunately we're gonna be in a mode where only the subs know what's up. So I wish you a very short, ad break. Time to find another streamer. I know. Ads. I know, Lucas. It's just it do be raining on us. They want us to concede. I honestly kind of wanted to see how breaky their putt was. All right, 1 down, 3 to play. Yeah, I hope you brought your umbrellas. I did think about having something like that when I made it, but it would be too hard to program it, or too much effort than I wanted to put in to like prevent the ads from dropping in these particular columns and put an umbrella over me. Yeah, YouTube doesn't have the Twitch ad break. YouTube has whatever ads they feed you at random times, but supposedly YouTube uses AI to like place the in-stream ads. I don't know. I don't know if they have stuff that comes up and is interruptive or if it's just like little banner ads. Face with an umbrella and digital rain gif. I mean, I could make a peepo rain with my face. No, it's concede the hole, Doctor. You see no YouTube ads whatsoever? Well, I think if you have YouTube Premium or like an ad blocker and stuff, like there are technically YouTube ads that can show on the stream, but I have it set to conservative, so I also don't know how it handles that stuff. Downhill lie. It's to the left. I like it. 1B the distance. That's not how spin works, but we're gonna take it. That spin 360'd. That spin 360'd. Yeah, we could Lucas. We could do a rain. I could take the Peepo rain and do some work. All right, we're back from ads. Welcome back, everybody. Apologies for that. All right, 4-footer to go all square. Get in there. Okay. Okay, all square. 2 to play. $162. We'll play it. Freaking open face. I'm sorry. That's been the miss. That's been the miss if I have one, is the open face. And it's just, it's open out into that wind, so it just doesn't let it draw. Aren't squares bad? Isn't that bogey? They are indeed, yes. Yep, squares are bogey. Oh, they left it open too. They actually left it worse than we did. Yeah, so circle's birdie, nothing is par, square is bogey, 2 squares, double bogey, filled in square, triple, outright, super flop packs. Alright, but Mad Golfer is just going to hold this one and we're going to take the lead going into 18. I need to finish my swing left, or more left. Hopefully that doesn't take me to draw territory, but they best not think that we're just conceding this. Because here's the thing, I don't trust people. I can concede a 4-foot putt when the match is on the line, and then it can be my turn and they won't concede it back, so. My Gale fights got you to kill him? Just wish my wish my PGA game transferred as well. I don't know, some people, for some people it does transfer. I mean, it takes some time for the knowledge transfer, but we'll try and get you there. Ooh, tight line. Tight line. Gonna take your lacking golf lingo self and go to bed, see you, bud. All right, take it easy, doctor. Have a good night, dude. That was a very tight line. Oh, he's flaring it to the water. I know you shouldn't really celebrate stuff like that. Oh, this ball's going way left. Ball's above the feet. Guarantee he's missing this left. Bye, ball. See right there, that's just knowledge. That right there is just knowledge. The guy that wanted to play, he can play next if he wants. Zayden, if you're still here. Matt Golfer's offering his spot up if you want to run the next one. Now the ball's below his feet. He hooked it though. But yeah, so that's what I'm talking about with the knowledge of like this in this game. the ball relative to your feet position. I left it open again, but not as open. Ball position relative to your feet is what calculates, like it behaves like real life in adding the draw and fade. In the last game, it was the lie underneath the ball solely. And so people get really tripped up in this game if the ball's above their feet but the lie is pretty flat. Alright, that's really heating up part 4. Another 427 VC. Swing might be rusty, just a heads up. Well, it's on pro, so it can be a little bit rusty. Hey, look at that. They were actually above us. The one guy. LDG. Alright, good game, golfer. We came back. Came back and done did it. Do I have to... It says you left. I guess I have to leave the lobby and come back. Got lucky there. Yeah, they put it in the water. But I also... You know, I missed that shot on 17. I had some shots that I should have made, but I will say that was a clutch. That was a clutch approach on 18. Because that was in for a nice eagle putt. But yeah, the other guy was in birdie 3. So he was a little bit above us, ranking-wise. So I am 14-1 now. We only had that heartbreaker that we lost because I put the par 3 approach at Spyglass to 8 feet. They put it to like 25 and they sunk the putt and we missed ours. Well, that's nice and easy, alphabetically, right at the top. You puked on 2 straight holes. The pressure of playing on stream, huh? Pressure got to you. But hey, you didn't put it in the water. You didn't put it on the water on 18. So it may have been tight, but saved us. Absolutely saved us. Alright, I might go a little bit later tonight because I don't have work tomorrow and stream got cut short last night, so maybe we'll run a little bit of duos for a while if we've got people to keep it going. Guess I could always run solos too if needed. Connecting. What kind of internet you got, boy? Infinite load screen? I mean, if you need to cancel, you could probably just join the group then too. You can play if no one else. Zayden's in the YouTube chat. He's trying to connect. New York? Let's hear it for New York. Concrete jungle, what joints are made of? Yeah, he's restarting. He's giving it the reboot now. But yeah, Zayden, you should be able to... Because Lucas has just joined me before straight up. I don't know how that works exactly, but I guess you must be able to go to your friends list and join the game or in-game join the party or something. I don't know exactly how it works, but he's done it, so I know it's possible. 21 more holes till 25 VC. Heck yeah. I wish it told you how, like, what all the rewards were. Because like in ranked tours, you can see the participation rewards and the promotion rewards, but I can't see them here. Go to the friends list, and if you're in a lobby, it has a little icon by your name. You can just click and join. That's convenient. That's mighty convenient. I'd be curious to see, because it definitely feels like it's... I can resend the invite, but as Lucas said, you can just join up in game if need be. There we go. There we go. Look at this guy with the straw hat. Who does he think he is? Stives? I wonder how long it's going to actually end up being until they start the TGC. That is Birkenhoff. That is a tiny man. I know forced perspective here a bit too because they're standing in the back, but that is a tiny man. What's going on, Inexplicable? Under my player, do you play 2 rounds or 4 rounds? I have it set up to do 1 round tournaments for like just the whatever tournaments. Signature events, majors, FedEx Cup, I have them set to be 2 rounders. 4 rounds is a lot, but I have it set up to 2, so there's at least a cut for the quests. I guess there's, for our like YouTube career mode, we could theoretically go the 4 round route, but that's probably just too much to watch. Like to get people invested in is like, here's 4 rounds of a tournament against the computer. I set it up like that, so if you go into my career and you go over to the settings tab on the far right side, I think, you should be able to tab through, I think it's with your bumpers on your controller, you should be able to tab through all of the options and set up like the difficulty on one page, the CPU, like the simulation sliders on another one, and then if you keep going, it should be like all the different tournament types, and you can have them set up to like, I want to sim, you know, you could play 4 round tournaments with the sim on certain ones and play full round tournaments, X number of rounds on different ones. Got it on 2, but you did that mid-tourney, so play in 4 right now. Okay, yeah, changing it mid-tourney probably locks you in. When your first time in chat, so sorry, but it's... Is the repetitive getting better, similar to the Dark Souls content? How do you mean? And don't apologize. Good to have you back. How do you mean exactly? Like, we play golf a lot. We play different tournaments. I'm always trying to get better. I don't know if I'm fully following though what you're meaning. That's gonna hang out. Yeah, I'll leave it out there. I knew I wasn't gonna have the spin back. I was just trying to judge the distance. So many balls in the water today on 17 in round 1 of the players, Marcus. I saw, I think when I was watching, there were like 9 balls in the water or something at that point. I guess there were a few more that went in later. I know one guy put it in the water at least twice. There were some pretty epic, because I think he put it in the water out the back or something, and then he took it from the drop zone and hit it out the back too. There was the one dude though that made par from the drop zone. Those are always fun. Ooh, he played a pitch shot. Played a pitch shot, and that's just too much rollout. But yeah, Dumpling. So right now we're kind of varying it. We've been playing Legend Career. I've been playing some Master ranked tours. We're playing some matchmaking online, which is pro. But ultimately, I'm always trying to walk through my shots and refine. I think out loud quite a bit, trying to refine my approaches. Ooh, that was a decent give. Yeah, so I'll work through a fair bit of my shots. Always trying to get the ball closer, and then putting is a feel thing for me that I just am not good at. Obviously, always trying to get better, but still gonna miss things pretty frequently. As time goes along here, there will be like a full-on competitive scene that we participate in, but they're running test events and stuff right now, trying to figure out what settings we're gonna be playing on. So we'll play in like weekly tournaments that have like a whole ranking leaderboard system. World ranking, weekly tournaments, thousands of people. Basically like an online career mode is what it basically becomes. And that's where the heart of things is for me personally. Although in this game, I want to try and have more. Hopefully, there's more interesting content that's outside of TGC. Because as much as I enjoy TGC, it's one thing that like not everybody knows about, and I don't want to just be locked into. I don't want to be locked into one thing entirely. I think having the ability to play different game modes and things is really healthy for the content as a whole, and also I feel like it's a lot more relaxed and we can talk through it more, because when we get to TGC, I don't want to call it gripe, but the like main thing that comes with it is silence. And I don't want it to sound like people aren't allowed to lurk, because lurking is absolutely the backbone of streams. But it's more so that it becomes like this is such a competitive, serious thing, which like it kind of is, but at the same time, like if I have a good stream, I would rather that than playing immaculate golf. Obviously if I can have the best combo of the two of those, then that would be fantastic, but people get real silent because it's like the competitive, it's almost like trying to treat it like a real life golf tournament. It's like people don't want to talk, and like they don't want to be the one to throw the emperor off their groove. But like I a lot of times play better when I'm free flowing and not as tense and like talking, and I just think the content is better when you can be conversational through and through. We lurk. Get in there, Arcel. Sneaking in with the 7 stream streak. Appreciate it. But like that's where my mind's at a bit. I think it's healthy to have the balance, especially because, like I said, there are thousands and thousands of people that will play this game, and there is only a fraction of those people that will even know what TGC is. So like looking at it from a streaming standpoint, from a YouTube standpoint, 69%? No. Actually broke back more at the end. Throw off the roof with the Emperor. I love the Emperor's New Groove. That's probably my favorite Disney movie. Yeah, what's going on, Mikey? How we doing, dude? Do my tourney rounds, talk through my shots, ignore chat until in between rounds, and dominate. It's kind of that weird balance. Like, I know you're joking, but to take it on like a serious note, because that's just what I do. If I was a better player, I could probably get away with that a little bit more. But I feel like I'm just at that point of like better than most, but not in the upper echelon of best. And so I feel personally like I need more than just the gameplay to satiate the stream, so to speak. I don't know if that is even remotely an accurate sentence, but or just the right words. But that's kind of that's how I feel. Is that reality? Maybe, maybe not. But that's just kind of one of those things that that's how I've felt. Is that my gameplay is not quite at that upper. Yeah, we're very good, but there is a good group of people that are better. Music by Bruce. Thank you for the follow. Get in there. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how many other parents of young children are out there listening to this. Bruce, my mind has gone beyond Finding Nemo Bruce to Mother Bruce. If you're not familiar with Mother Bruce, fantastic children's book series. I love them. I love them. Might be awkward. I don't know how far out we were. It was down there pretty close, but I think I've got it. The angle, 48 yards. I can play a spinner. I can play a spinner into that. Or if there's a lot of green uphill, I can play a pitch. We're good. Yeah, we're good. At the end of the day, partials are not all that bad in this iteration of the game. There you go. There you go, Zayden. You quit TGC because it was too demoralizing for you to try and be competitive and just never get better. Now you just play the game for fun. Might still jump in, but doubt it. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a mental balance at the end of the day, right, Mikey? Like, demoralizing is going to be relative to expectation, right? Like, I think that's kind of what it boils down to at the end of the day. And also, you know, I'm gonna lay you back here. I'm gonna give you a full shot, unless you want something a little bit spitty. No, I'm gonna lay you back. Executive decision. I'm laying you back. Playing a game for entertainment, to unwind and just have unadulterated fun? What sorcery? No, all games must be hyper competitive. I know that's 73 yards, but you should be able to play the partial into that, or even play it a little bit deep and spin it. I just didn't want to force you into that. Like, they're at 37 yards. You can play the like partial spinner to the front, but they're gonna. The last guy didn't spin it, so maybe he's gonna spin it, but could also be trying to like pitch it short. I don't know. Yeah, games absolutely be a miserable sweat fest. But yeah, I think that's definitely a relative thing, and like, you know, improvement's always gonna be. Sit. Sit. That should be just a little bit left to right breaker up the hill. Not bad. ADHD brain won't let you go not 100%, so if you can't win and be the best, it's better for you not to join. Life lesson for more than just TGC Tour. Yeah, no, I feel that, because I'm a very competitive person, Mikey, and so this game series has been kind of a test in that. That's a spinner. There you go. Berknoff did not spin it. This guy did. All right, let's take a look at this. I don't want to give away anything. Doing the thing till you're good. A lot of that dumpling is definitely mindset. You know, because if you let things get easily frustrated, but it's not fully mindset, right? There is also like a level of, it's mindset, it's knowing one's limits, and it's also probably a bit of belief in oneself too, right? So like, I'm at the point still where mentally I have the learn attitude, but I also have the belief in myself that I do have the potential and I want to put that in. You know, and those thresholds for everybody is going to be a little bit different. And it's also, there's a level of enjoyment to it, right? So like, I don't want it to be like I'm trying to say that, oh, just because, I'll say, because we're talking, you know, with Mikey about this, like, I don't want it to say like Mikey's incapable or anything of that nature. Like, there's also just I still get a level of enjoyment from it, and haven't gotten to that point where, like, you know, mentally I'm out of it. I wasn't going to try and chip that. It's going to run forever. Rhythm gets messed up. No need to apologize, man. No need to apologize. Seems like a sad way to go through life. Great to be competitive and healthy, to strive to be your best and improve. One needs to accept, even if you've lived six lifetimes, you'll never be as good at some things as others. Yeah, like, I'm a very competitive person, and it's about knowing, I think, your limits more than the limits of others, if that makes sense. So like, I have the belief and kind of knowledge of like what I can do and what I think I can do, but I also know that I will not be world number one. It's like the same way, like, I ran track through college, and like, while I won nationals at the club level, like, I know that I did not have it at like higher levels than that, and like, I knew that I wasn't going to go to like a big, I didn't have, you know, the skill to go to a big program or dominate at certain levels. So like, there's just knowing kind of within yourself. Hey, what's going on, Stevie? Say this, you've been lurking for 2-ish years. You've gotten way better by watching me than any other streamer. I appreciate that. That's awesome. I always love hearing stuff like that, Stevie. Not directed at me, it's to those that avoid doing some things they'd enjoy just because they fear they won't be the best. Oh, yeah. I mean, I also avoid basketball because I know I won't be the best at that. No, I'm kidding. That is one sport, though, that I don't really touch Probably could get better if I spent time with it. But I'm like a fairly athletic person and competitive. Basketball has always been like, I know I'm bad at it. I was so bad that back in like middle school, I played on my best friend played and his dad was the coach. I played on the team. There was one time I whiffed the shot so bad that the ref called a foul on the other guy because he thought that he had to have whacked my wrist in order for it to go off that offline. It's such a funny story every time, at least to me. Because I don't know what happened when I took the shot, but like the ball it came out like I shot way left, and just like the guy went up, he's getting in my face. I miss it way left. They called him for a foul, and I got a free throw, which I'm pretty sure they gave. I think somebody else on the team took the free throw because I think you could, but yeah, it was so funny. You're 50 years old, you've done pretty well for yourself, not inclined any longer to risk a heart attack for a video game competitive society. No, absolutely. And like again, Mikey, like that absolutely comes down to knowing your limits and knowing your enjoyment. And like the best part about it, whatever, we had 2 putts to give, but that still sucks. Best part about it is you can still be in the community and enjoy the game and everything and not compete in TGC. Yeah, that's the ultimately the really nice thing about it. And I think obviously there are always individuals, right? I know that that's like a very broad statement, but every game, every community is going to have individuals, but like on the whole, the demographic and the makeup of the virtual golf community, at least on Twitch, and from what I've experienced with the people who are like actually the ones that stick around on YouTube and hang out, not the random ones that show up from the depths of the earth just to try and poke fun at people. It's a lot of good people. It's also a lot of that, like, I would say on average, the golf community is like older than like the normal Twitch demographic is kind of like that 20 to 35 advertising demo, but the golf demographic is like shifted. It's like 30 to 45, I would say, is like the average, but you have down to like mid to late 20s, even earlier than that, but like you have some on that end, and then you have up into 50s, 60s. Like you have just a wider range, but what comes with that is generally more maturity, more life experience. It's not only your sweaty basement dwelling people, you've got parents, you've got grandparents, you've got people with careers. I think a lot of that mirrors IRL golf, and IRL golf is getting a bit younger. I think probably thanks to the popularity just continuing to rise with like YouTube golf and stuff, which I haven't gotten into YouTube golf. I don't know how many of you are into YouTube. When I say YouTube golf, I mean like IRL YouTube golf. I really enjoy competitive PGA. I thought that was heading straight for that pop bunker. I guess it's not technically a pop bunker, but you know what I mean? I really enjoy like competitive professional golf. I haven't gotten into the like personalities. Sweaty basement dwelling pimple potting. I have questions about that. First off, where are they getting the goods? Second off, why are they doing? We're just gonna leave it. Now I'm just being dumb. Now I'm just being dumb. Spell check shenanigans? Oh, and that's like, for me, that's easy jokes. Those are always layups, you know? It's downhill lie, and the uphill, and the wind. I'm gonna play it just shy here. Ball's slightly below the feet. With the wind, I want to make sure we're on the nicer side of things here, so I'm gonna just bring it back a touch right. I came up short. I must have gotten the 98% lie, or like the downhill lie didn't flight it as far, but we're on the green, not terrible. What's going on, Troy? Grant's great YouTube golf channel. I have watched a couple of his videos that are more like instructional related, but like I know of Good, I know of some of these channels, but it's just not something that I've ever, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't tried to get into it. Ooh. Caught the inside edge, nice. I think because on the one hand, like, I don't know, without watching it, I haven't been able to, like, I guess define to myself what the appeal is. I mean, I know what the appeal is, but like, it's the personalities of it. But for me, I haven't just been in a mood where I'm like, you know what, I want to discover new people playing IRL golf. Like, for me, I want to get better at golf, and so like for me, like, that's where the disconnect is. Like, I do understand it, but I just haven't found that for myself. Go forward or lay up? We're a little bit left. I mean, what's the distance? 259? Oh, go for it. Go for it, because you should be able to take a soft 3-wood if needed here. Beautiful. Oh man, that would have been something. He just had Phil, John Daly, and John Jr. on a scramble. I saw his Tiger lesson, and I've maybe seen like a couple other things that he's done. Yeah, I think those are the ones that are probably more interesting to me, because like I have liked Grant enough, like, in the stuff that I've watched of him. Whoops, I just whacked my mic arm. IRL, what's the favorite club? Probably 8-iron. Probably like an 8 or 9-iron, because I feel like I strike it decently enough. I mean, decently enough is still not great, but it does the job I need it to most of the time. That really swung off that edge. That really swung off that edge. Yeah, I feel like somewhere in the like pitching wedge to 8-iron is where I have my most consistency. Yeah, I think I'm just at the point right now. I think maybe if I got maybe if I get like good enough at golf, maybe I'll turn that leaf where I'm like interested in watching others play it. Outside of like professional golfers. Like I've watched some where like professional or celebrity golfers are on a channel that I already watch that does like I used to watch like some of the Rick Shields stuff because he does instructional stuff and I liked his stuff. Or like Me and My Golf, I've seen some with other people. Like I think they did it with Gareth Bale a long time ago. It's like there are some things like that. But I think if I get better, then maybe I'd get more into the, like, recreational watching. But right now, it's like, I want to watch instructional YouTube stuff, even though it hasn't really translated to anything. I think just because I don't do a good enough job of self-diagnosing. I feel like I used to do better at it, but not anymore, or not lately. Put a little bit of loft on it, clearly a mistake. Loft really seems to just get it to die. Bryson has great YouTube golf. He's trying to break the course record at public courses. Love YouTube golf. Rory, not so much. I get it. I think I would say I put Rory on the more like than dislike. Like I put him on that side of indifference. But I think that just stems from liking Rory from long ago. I have watched some of Bryson's stuff. I think Bryson has become a lot more likable over the past number of years. Oh, that just broke right at the end the other way. Dang. Absolutely robbed. Absolutely robbed. Yeah, that just did a little scoop. That should be a decent angle. Use choked approach often or no? I've been trying to find reasons to use it, Stevie. It's like sometimes kind of helpful. It's like sometimes kind of helpful. The thing is, I thought the choked approaches were gonna take off like more distance. But they take off like 4 yards, and so like I don't know, with the choked approach, I feel like I think the choked approach will be nicer when I play more true sim stuff, right? When I don't have scout cam and I need to know like pure yardage numbers on 100% shots. But when I have all the assists, I don't find the choked approach to be the club that I'm taking most often. Sometimes it is kind of nice to like just make it a little easier to go up a club. Nice shot. Yeah, to go up a club and then take a touch off. Yeah, that can be kind of nice, but for the most part, I think for the most part, if I have the assists on, right? If I have not even assists, but if I have the ability to zoom into the green, I don't think it's as big of a deal to have. Why are the skins online matches played on Pro-Am? Because they put the entire playlist of casual on Pro-Am. Now, I don't agree that something for currency should be on that easy of a setting. Like, on the one hand, I get it, but it also just neutralizes the skill so much. I don't know. Like, I get having it on, like, an easier setting for people so that it's more inclusive, but it's just I don't know, just a bit much for me. Love Shields, but he had a rough year last year. Less instructional, just grinding. Right at 54, that's your favorite lower range club? No, I have a 60, 56, 52, and then my pitching wedge is a 48 for my IRL bag. But that's also just what it came with, and I'm not at the point of like really tinkering. I'm not at the point of tinkering with wedge lofts. Really do be breaking that much, huh? What's going on, Harbo? What do you think is the best build for ranked matches and tournaments? I say it with probably a little bit of bias, but I think Sculptor's pretty dang good. I think Sculptor's pretty dang good and balanced. It gives you a little bit more power than the Technician. You can still get quite a bit of forgiveness. I think if you're a little more skilled and don't need the like mega, that's what we're playing right now, and that's what I've played since the start. If you don't need the absolute mega like 99 contact and swing path, I think Sculptor gives you shaping. You can get 99 shaping. You don't really need recovery, not from what I've seen. And also I think the better that you get and the more competitive that you're in, you need more accuracy anyway. So like you don't want to be putting stats into saving yourself. You can get 99 shaping, work the ball both ways from the same correction. It starts with a good amount of correction. Your swing path is your lowest stat, but you can boost that. Yeah, you can boost that up with fittings. You get decent power. Like you're not quite powerhouse, but you start with a good amount of power. I think I have 81 power on my build and still have enough that with fittings I'll get up to like 80 something contact, like mid 80s. The putting is all right, but I don't find the putting to be, I don't find it that you need to have like crazy putting stats to be able to be all right. Especially because like you can still upgrade a little bit on the fittings. But I don't think the trade-off for great putting stats is good enough like you would have on Greenskeeper. Harbo, thank you for the follow. Greens are nasty. Yeah, we'll give it a little bit more pace. Oh. No, they're just going to concede the match, so nothing to even worry about. Greenkeeper, special bat. I think the skill is worth it. I haven't equipped it on mine because I don't have the skill points. I need to go through and what's it called? I need to go through and respec. They knew I was gonna drain it. Yeah, something like that. I need to go through and respec and move my points around. I think I'm gonna drop Driver off the deck, and get some of those. I think at least having a couple, because it shrinks it, so it makes it easier. I think if you shrink it to the right distance, makes it easier to judge how far a yard is on approach shots, and then also just gives you a little bit more green reading granularity. Some people have it all the way max and they're super tiny. That's kind of personal preference, but I think it's probably worth it on a build that you're going to be playing with green grids to have it to some extent. Because otherwise you're playing it over like 1.5 meters of granularity, and that just makes it hard to really see some of the double breaks and nuances on straighter looking putts. All right, Aiden, if you're all right with it, well, I mean, it's not really if you're all right with it. We got to take a quick break. Actually, it's late enough that I should probably end. I was going to say I'm going to take a quick break and come back, but it is 11:15 already. I don't know. Do we run like another one? Do we take a break and run another one? I'm going to let you guys decide. Do we be... I don't have work tomorrow. We're gonna go one more. Okay. One more down. Yeah, we're gonna go one more. All right. So Twitch is gonna make us run a break. I can show you the current stats. Well, we gotta run a quick break here because of Twitch. So I'll put it on the stats screen. I need to reconfigure stuff, but this is roughly where it's at. I'll probably move a couple of points. I don't know if I'll take the power down at all. I'm gonna bump the shaping up to 99. I haven't figured out how else I want to run things. Maybe more rhythm than transition than we currently have. But I appreciate y'all being here. Twitch does the whole ad thing, so instead of just letting 3 minutes of ads run, I try and as intentionally as possible take a break. So go stretch your legs, grab a drink, go to the bathroom, do what you gotta do, and we'll be back in 3 minutes. So yeah, and if you're enjoying, drop a follow, like, sub, all the good stuff. And yeah, we'll be back here in 3. We'll run it back. BRB.
It's raining.
Ads. All right, we're back. So yeah, Harba, that's what we got. I like the power that this has versus the Technician. Like, obviously your trade-off here is in contact and swing path, but like, you could honestly, if you wanted to, run a little bit less power. I'm trying to think how I want to respec it. I might go, I think when I respec to get, like, to reconfigure my skills, I'm gonna put this to 99. Put this to as much as I can, because I don't think the transition stat matters. I think it's pretty forgiving even down here. And then I think rhythm I might leave at 60 and putt weight at 50, and then just put as much into contact and path. Max out my fittings there. But I think I might move this strategically to 80 or to 79. Get 2 more into contact. Get that to 77, get this to 79. It'll take maybe a yard off of all my clubs, but that's okay, because then I can fit my driver to 99 power exactly. So like I will probably respec every time that they update. Every time that they update like seasons and further further what the fittings can go with the Evo tool, right? Add new Evo tiers. I will push that. Yeah, I'll probably reconfigure some things, like the power will jiggle slightly, so to speak. I think going from 4 to 5 it won't matter because that's a multiple, so I can keep it at 79 and just do one less fitting, and I can put another. I can move off of the power fitting to like boost my swing path on the driver, but then like following season it goes to +6. Then I would move it to back to 81, get 99 power, and have 2 +6s to put elsewhere. Stevie, thank you for the follow. Only took 2 years. Only took 2 years to earn the follow. You haven't found the power to be super OP yet? Think I can sacrifice some there? And that's something that I need to figure out to cheat. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, Stevie. Keep ending up in here. Hey, that's the thing that I have said repeatedly. Like at the end of the day, follows, like YouTube subs matter for the first 1,000, just because of like how the monetization of the platform works. But like I have said for a long time now that if you end up here consistently, even if you don't follow, like in live content, watching and being there matters more than following a channel and not watching, right? Because you show up in rank by concurrency. So yeah, somebody could have 16,000 followers. Ooh, he just missed it. Someone could have 16,000 followers and 5 people watching them, and somebody could have 40 followers and all 40 people are watching them. Which one's more powerful in live streaming? To the uneducated brand, 16,000, but to the people that know what's what, 40. But yeah, I'll have to mess around with power, because for me the power is more about having the power off the tee. Right? For me it's more about that power off the tee than anything. Hit it a little bit firm, but it's such a tough hole, I don't know. I don't really know what to do with that. I don't have power drive yet, Stevie. I'm gonna get it. I need to upgrade my powerhouse. Just so I can, first off, test it, but second off, I think having power drive, like if I can get 99 power and power drive, once you have like wide open fairways and stuff, I think that's where it's most powerful. On tight stuff, I'm not gonna do it. Maybe if it's like tighter, but it's super beneficial to like cover something, then I would take it. I'd rather be where we are. I don't know. I could have probably, like, is the smart play to take that 4-iron and run it up the front of the green? I don't know. What's going on, Vic? 99 with fittings. So 99 with Sculptor plus fittings. You can get up into the 80s with the Sculptor naturally, and then power drive, like a power up or power fittings on your driver to 99. I wouldn't use the power fittings on your irons. I'd rather have the forgiveness. I mean, you could put power on it and play with like close to 80 forgiveness if you wanted to. Ooh, nice lag. Nice lag. What's going on, Vict? How are we doing tonight? What's going on, Chris? Ours was definitely better, but still all square on that hole. What's going on, Edward? How easy is the game now with a maxed out player? Am I on Legend with vibration off? On our career mode, I've been playing Legend with vibration on. I can play it with it off. It just saves me time. So if I'm not playing like a fully true sim thing that needs to have it turned off, or just a society that has it turned off, then I'll play with it on. Because otherwise I gotta either take practice swings on putts and partial shots, or just play it fully on feel for distance, which I can to a certain extent. It's a little bit easier, but Legend is still very easy to miss your mark. What we're playing right now, though, is Pro. And at the end of the day, the inputs are the same on both Pro and Legendary. It might squeeze your accuracy points just a touch, but at the end of the day, it's when you miss, that's where the upping your difficulty really comes into play. Legend is very unforgiving, even with the slight miss. 2K logo means a PC player? No, a 2K logo means it's somebody who also has their account, like also has a 2K account. So if you have a 2K account and you've paired it with the game, you'll see other people that have 2K accounts and have paired it with the game. I didn't even look to see the distance, so that might be a little bit of a tweener. You're running Technician, 286 off the tee with max fittings is worrisome. Yeah, that's part of why I didn't want to run Technician. Like, Technician, the forgiveness is nice, but I think if you take the little bit of trade-off of forgiveness, obviously that forces you to have to be a better player, right? You have to be more accurate on your inputs. But if you can be more accurate on your inputs, you are rewarded with distance. And distance, I appreciate the distance because it does two things, right? It makes your carry off the tee greater, which means you can cover more things, you can get it further out there. The trade-off, or like the bonus to that, is that I have shorter approaches. What do shorter approaches mean? I have more spin on my approach shots, thereby I can be more accurate because I can flight it in. I have to play for less. I have to play for less rollout and everything, so you can attack pins and stick a bit more, especially like compared to your competitors, right? There you go. There you go. I play Sculptor, Vict. I play Sculptor. I'd rather the shaping than the forgiveness. Personally, I would rather the shaping than the forgiveness. Spawn off the ridge. Yeah, that's the tough thing in this game with like the spin control is very tough. Playing those shorter shots for playing shots into headwinds with wedges, for me, has been very difficult. You have to like club up a couple extra times and take partialed stuff. I feel like you can't flight things low enough. How'd I pick a sculptor? I actually played a sculptor in the last game. For me, it was more around the balance of power to the rest of the stats. Because power isn't the end-all be-all stat, but in my mind, power is still quite an important stat. Because I look at the game from the lens of, if I can... Is this going to be too short or too left? Too left, dang. If I run that a little bit higher, I think I can get it onto that shelf. But I look at it from the lens of, I want to have as much control on approach shots as possible. How do I get that? I get that with distance. Powerhouse is too unforgiving, in my opinion, at the start. And I also think it just doesn't get up to as high. I feel like the 70 correction where this starts means that I can put all 25 points, take my swing path up to 73, and then I can compensate with fittings. You know, again, I think if you start with any of the more balanced builds, I think Sculptor and Magician both have good stats. I just feel like Sculptor leans a little bit more with the shaping. Because shaping, you can work it both ways now, right? Like, I have 98 shaping. I'll make it 99 when I respec. But what does that give me the ability to do? That allows me to shape my shot to as vertical as possible and then work the ball both ways with the draw swing still. I have a little bit more room to work. I think the shaping is a very nice stat. What's going on, Gribnar? Just got a quest to record 5 eagles consecutive. How to get that done? Easiest way to get that done is pick a course with a short par 5 for the opening hole or on the 10th hole. No wind, very soft greens, very slow greens. Play it, quit out, repeat. The hack to it is if you don't finish the hole, so if you miss the eagle putt, just quit out, try it again. So the one that I did it on was hole number 1 at Riviera. That one probably needs an overpower or a power drive off the front tee to clear. But if you can cover that gap, you'll be good to go. But yeah, as long as you don't finish the hole, it'll allow you to restart. I underswung and I opened it. I'm glad I got that back in the bunker. Sorry about that. I tried to attack it. Yeah, it's easy to cheese. It's easy to cheese. It's just kind of tedious. But yeah, just soften everything. Put no wind. Put it on perfect swing. Rinse and repeat your eagles. And I found out during the process that if you don't finish the hole, it doesn't matter. So if you get an eagle putt and you miss it, don't tap it in for birdie. If you put it in for birdie or whatever, it'll break the streak, but you can just rinse and repeat until you get the 5 eagles. When I saw that at first, yeah, I was like, course with 5 eagleable holes. So my brain was like, what course? That really breaks that? I mean, open face, but that really breaks that much? What course can I put on the front tees and have, I'm gonna have something that I have to ace. Like, that's what kept going through my mind, is like, I can maybe go front tees and find some drivable par 4s and par 5s in sequence, but I'm gonna have to hole in one something. Bad sand shot. I was aggressive on the tee shot and I messed it up. I'll take the blame. Summerlin front tees, first pin, first 2 holes. Draw a driver back to about 265. Quit, new local match, and rinse and repeat. Yeah, there are probably some more optimal plays than Sawgrass, but Sawgrass definitely did the job for me. There we go. That's a better shot for you. That's a better shot for you. You got the 2 consecutive eagles on Pebble Beach, but 5 seemed crazy. I was like, what courses can you run that? But yeah, it turns out it's just rinse and repeat, which is kind of makes it a dumb challenge. It's like, I think 2 eagles is cheesable. I mean, it would be kind of nice if it was like 2 eagles and it had to be the same round. Or like the last and first, like, maybe that's something for them to learn for next time. I mean, they must have known though that 5 consecutive eagles would have been would be, people would just figure out a cheese for it, but that to me just seems like a dumb challenge at that point. Well, is this eagle? Yeah, imagine, right, Mikey? I was like, even on no win perfect swing, like, I'm not getting that. No win perfect swing, I am definitely still messing that up. Also, Harbo, to answer your question, 288. 288 off the tee with no fittings. I don't know what it'll be when I max it out, but probably closer to 300, obviously. And then power drive be further. I don't know what max carry is. I don't know what 99 looks like yet. One yard per 2 points in power, so 297. Because we're at 81. 18 points. So 9 more. So 28, yeah, 297, 298, somewhere in that. Somewhere in that range. Because I think it says 288 on the club, but it actually like rounds up to 299 on the carry here. Save the point for contact. Does 99 not take you up an extra? An extra spot? I guess when I respec, I can... Oof. When I respec, I can not fully spend my points and test it with fittings before I spend the last couple. I did a YouTube video on it today. Oh yeah, I saw that. He's doing his versus stuff right now. What's going on, Bags? How we doing? Took off too much? You did or he did? That chip went just about nowhere. And that went a little too far. Alright, it'll be our putt though. They let me take it. Underswung it, dang. 69%ed it. Whatever, it just needed to be a lag putt. You got your technician driver at 298 with flight on the ball maxed and 20 plus power on the driver. Yeah, I mean, I guess technically I could put the ball sleeves on. Screw it. I'll play one more if you want to. I'll play one more. This whole not having work tomorrow thing is making me make bad decisions, but Okay. Hit machine. And 600 VC. Nice. Nice. Well, not having worth it. My company did a wellness day off tomorrow, so here I am. I don't have to go in. I mean, I still need to get up and be a functional human being tomorrow, so obviously, in regards to that, probably not making a good decision, but you know, I'm just enjoying things, hanging out with you guys. Power drive has you at 317. Okay, so that's probably a good indication of where I'll be when we go to the 98 power. I'm surprised that 99 doesn't help you, but I guess it's probably more that 99 doesn't give anything for the driver. It might add another tick of yardage for some of the shorter clubs. But yeah, definitely trying to maximize distance off the tee, and then I'll probably go maybe kind of mid-rangey distance on the 3-wood. I want my first 2 clubs to be powerful so I can reach par 5s and stuff easily. I think probably the latter, Grimnar. It's probably like a rounding error's worth of extra distance. Not 99 power, right? But that's effectively where I'll be at, right? Because 58 plus 20 plus 14. 78, 88, 92. We'll be up there just without the ball. Cuz I don't use any of the balls. Throws off my game too much to modify how the ball flies. See, this is one of those ones. This ball is going to go so far left and they are not playing for it. This is game knowledge. This is game knowledge, ladies and gentlemen. Ball above your feet. The more above your feet, the more left. That went surprisingly straight, and I don't know if it didn't look like they aimed for it. I also don't know if shots that short, it just doesn't matter as much. But if that was a full shot, you best believe. We saw it on 18 at Pebble. Dang, I just cannot get that up high enough, huh? I know, right, Jacko? I was like, as I'm saying it, as soon as the ball came out, I'm like, he's gonna hole it. He's gonna hole it. Nope, but instead we're gonna break even on this because I can't make a big breaking putt to save my life. Hit the tie spinner so it just bounced forward. Yeah, like if you're taking a full shot with that thing is hooking. When you respec a build, it doesn't reimburse you VC. At the bottom, you have owned AP and available AP. Owned AP is everything that you've paid for. So if you respec, all the points that you've already paid for will just go into owned AP. Nice shot. Nice shot. Put the pressure on. So like when I respec, it won't cost me anything other than the 500 VC to respec. All my points will just get refunded to me and I'll be able to reapply. If your driver off the deck's not needed, I don't think so, Troy. The pressure got to him. You lose fittings if you evolve clubs that are not limited edition. That's the special thing about the limited edition clubs, which, by the way, for anybody that hasn't picked them up, 715 VC in the shop for the next like week. You can get some limited edition Titleist T100 irons. So the Scotty Cameron putter that you get for beating Tiger, the driver at the end of the clubhouse pass, and there was a driver in early access that you could buy as well. The 3 of those are all limited edition clubs. Or I guess the 4 of them in total are all the limited edition clubs that have been out so far. The special thing about limited edition clubs, fittings do not go, they come with fittings, but anytime that you evo them, the fittings stay on the club. But on regular clubs, yes, you will lose your fittings when you upgrade. I'm gonna actually leave you a little bit shorter here. That should be a much nicer number in than trying to check something down. What's going on, shift control? 200 fittings doesn't really fit any build, maybe higher? Yeah, but you can replace the fittings. I mean, maybe they're not the most optimal fittings that it comes with, but you can replace them. They just won't go away when you upgrade or when you evo it. Add new evo, right? You have to either have the fittings to replace it. Did you respec your entire build for the T100s or what? Yeah, you can just scroll across your fittings and replace them. You spent like 2K. Oh no. Oh no. Viagra Nar. So it does mess up a little bit unless you have the fittings, which I think you can buy them in the shop for cheap if you like absolutely need them and don't have them. I'm just trying to future-proof myself with as much as I can. Along there, bud. Along there. I'm trying to future-proof and put as many limited edition clubs because I don't really care about the aesthetics. I'm just putting limited edition stuff on so they don't get... Like, I might replace limited edition for limited edition. Like, that would be the most I would do, but I'm trying to future-proof so I just don't have to worry about it. Yeah, they're 75 each. Love the stream. I appreciate that, Troy. Thank you. Glad you're enjoying it. Miss out on the free VC yesterday and you're kicking yourself? Yeah, nothing like them putting a 24-hour code. Also, I think there's a player's code. When you evolve, no, it should keep the ones that you fit it with. I don't know if I did this already. I also don't think it likes it in the middle of a match. Somebody remind me to do that when the match is done. Get the driver and putter then? Yeah, the level 100 clubhouse pass is going to be a while for me, but the Scotty Cameron putter is pretty easy to get. It's just beating Tiger in the career mode, so just every tournament, set your rival, beat him. Once you beat Tiger, you'll get it. And I think the gold clubs that you get from grinding out the career mode challenges, I think that also gives you gold clubs. Or I mean, I think the gold clubs are limited edition. the gold clubs that you get, or it also gives you gold clubs. I think those are also limited edition. The only problem with the Scotty is it hits off the toe on the alignment. I don't really know why it is that way, but that's just what it is. All right, ball's above the feet. It's moving to the right, but it's also uphill, so it's not going to do it as much. I'm going to go left, or I'm going to move back to the right rather. We're going to hit quad perfects, and we're just going to attack this pin. Spicy. Spicy. Back nine boost bags. They had was it yesterday? It was either yesterday or 2 days ago, but yeah, there was the servers were so crap that they gave out 500 VC for like a 24-hour period. How much bigger do the contact and swing path get when you use the fittings? They go up the same way as leveling stash. So I know that's not like an exact answer, but it's the equivalent of adding more stats. Like, it behaves the same way. It's not like the skills that give it the big jump. So it's just like the progressive increase that putting it in. You'd have to look at a video of like, I think Makachata has started like a series of comparing like max to min and somewhere in between, and so you can probably see like a visual. I think he said something like every point is, forget how many like degrees visually every point ends up being. Maybe like a half a degree or something. I forget exactly what the number was. Nice. Scotty putter gives you +4 fittings. I think it starts on Emerald, so you get like +3 to begin. And then yeah, the driver has 4 fitting slots as opposed to the full clubs having 5. Swing path and power so far, yeah. So the swing path one, he says in it like what exactly the adjustment. Now I don't know difficulty wise. Like, I don't know exactly what the difference is, but it does. I think from min to max on the swing path was like the difference between like a half a yard miss to like a 5-yard miss on pro. So obviously on higher difficulties it's going to be, you know, even more drastic. You maxed out the lie squares and now your putting's all over the place. Yeah, that's one that you definitely have to play with, and you either adapt to it being smaller or you don't put it as small. Would you recommend keep playing on pro? You keep running +6 on all your tours due to swing and putting errors? I think if you want to play, if you plan on playing online at any point, I think you grind out pro and learn the swing. Maybe that means that you spend more time in career mode and stuff in the beginning, and that's okay. But I think it is worthwhile to just keep at it. I'm gonna give you the uphill putt. I'm gonna give you the uphill putt, bud. We're gonna let her drift over here. I'm just gonna give you the long uphiller. Play some smart golf. Play some smart golf. Oh, is there double XP, Mikey? Yeah, that's true. If you wanna still win with lesser scores, like you can absolutely go and modify your CPU playing on career mode. Yeah, it's also maybe worthwhile to spend some time on the range and just like practice the repetition of things. The quick tips off the cuff for outside of swing and putting, trying to get your distance control and stuff in. Elevation every 3 feet, add a yard or take off a yard. You know, if it's downhill, it's going to carry an extra yard for every yard down, and downhill and uphill it's going to lose. Now that's a little bit generalization. Shorter clubs, it's less. Wind, you can play close to 1-to-1 tailwind to a certain extent, but for most part will be the case. Look at this freaking guy. Look at this freaking guy. What a putt. What a putt. It's longer than any putt I've ever made. It's one way to walk it off. Absolutely rolled him. And then headwind, play like 1.5 times multiplier for distance loss. And then if it's uphill, you know, adjust those less because it's less time in the air. Downhill, more. As far as input, yeah, as Bag says, set up the same every time. Treat it like golf. Try and have a swing routine, right? If you're sitting on your couch like this, gamer mode, you know, whatever, if you're inconsistent, you're going to have inconsistent results. So treat it like real golf. Try draw swing, try fade swing, maybe try angling your controller. Get to a point where you feel like you can input something consistently and see where that's at. Maybe you need more correction stat. Maybe you need to just adjust your feel. But if you can find then a feel that generates the reel, that's what's ultimately going to get you to where you want to go. Right? So like for me, I sit in this chair squared at my desk. My monitor's a little bit offset. That probably plays into things because I'm looking at it from a diagonal, so it feels slightly different. But let me move this. And GG's Aiden, we're absolutely rolling. It's like I always start by making my shot as straight as possible. This is the point, so I always go to where it stops moving. That's my consistent point. From there, I hold the controller on a diagonal. Now this is just me personally, like you have to find your own feel, but I can give you what works for me. Right? I hold the controller on a diagonal. For me, it feels like I'm bringing it pretty inside. Like on the inner part of my thumb, I feel like I'm bringing it inside. But on the top, I almost kind of feel like I'm finishing straight to left-ish. But that straight to left is actually out to the right. Right? And so sometimes I will come up close, and if I lose it, a lot of times I lose it to the right. Like that's just my personal mistendency. But if you can find, you know, what you can repeat, then you can kind of get out of your head a little bit and not have to worry about, you know, the execution side. You can start worrying about, okay, this is the shot I need to take. This is the feel. Because like I know if I go to like a flop shot, which like that's not going to go anywhere here. But like if I go to a flop shot, I have a separate grip. I turn the controller from like my normal hold to all of a sudden I'm holding more square and I'm trying to follow the feel that I've found is on the default-ish flop state is I'm I am pushing the club back at the angle that my controller, or like at the angle my club is at, right? Like that's just what I have found. And then to me, it's a straight finish, and you can see that that's a little bit off, right? But I'm not good at flops. It's not something that I've really practiced, but the concept is still the same. Like you have to find a feel that can get you kind of close to the reel that you're looking for, and then from there it is going to just be practice and repetition. Okay, now flops are opposite. The worst part, Bags, is it's only opposite for draws. If you're which I think mechanically makes sense, because technically this is an out to in swing to get the face open and flop it. I think competitively it's disadvantageous to draw players, and I don't think it's fair. But so like you can see how here, if I actually try and feel like I'm going left, I go way left of the mark, even though it is left. For me, I have to go a lot straighter to get my feel, and that's just personally what I have found. Yeah, it's such a disadvantage for us drawers of the ball. So I think personally they should change it so that fade has to hit a draw bias for the flop, even though it doesn't mechanically make sense. Yeah, that's just personal feeling. But yeah, so like when I'm looking at a flop like this, like, because now I can use that as an actual reference point of how much I'm missing. You know, it's punishing for sure, but that's at least enough to get me kind of close, right? This is a little bit more forgiving, which is kind of goofy. I guess not really. I guess it's still about as bad. But yeah, so like you could also mess around with shaping these too, right? Like I could mess around and all of a sudden, you know, maybe hit some better shots because I move it to a point that I can find. At the end of the day, experiment and try and give yourself a consistent setup to give yourself the best chance at consistently inputting the same thing. You know, I find it personally helpful to use shaping to my advantage to give me the same, as best as I can, shape to the exact same points, so that when I'm on a lie, maybe I have to shape to a baby fade to get it, or maybe shape to a bigger draw, and you just have to factor that in, but it at least gives me the same inputs. Aim at 10 o'clock, it'll be straight at the flag. Right, and like I can also learn there on my natural mishit to like aim off to the side a little bit. Oh, we need to put in that player's code, right? All right, take it easy, Mad Golfer. Thanks for the rounds, man. Good playing. Flops are most satisfying because of how hard they are. They're so tough. They're so tough. But like I said, they're also not really fair to draw players, but that's not a knock on fade player. Oh, nice. Players doesn't work. That, or I already got it. I may have redeemed it yesterday. I don't know. So they're running 2 times XP again until March 17th? Or did they just bump this out? They're just running so much 5% off of level up tokens. You just redeemed it? I must have already redeemed it then. Or maybe it's because I tried to redeem it in the middle of the round, I don't know. Let me see here. Foot choice, short sleeves. Was it this guy? Makes you level faster, so we make VC so you'll buy more VC. I know, it just is. It feels. It's just so obvious from the player's perspective. It's just so obvious from the player's perspective. Like, we're not dumb. We can see what's happening. We can see what's happening. We're not fools. We're not fools. All right. It's past my bedtime. It's past my bedtime. So first and foremost, I want to say thank you all very, very much for hanging out. Greatly appreciate you all, especially to the wee hours of the night. I'm just gonna bounce. We're not gonna raid out. So go find the other streams you enjoy and hang out there, or maybe go to bed too. We will be back. Full set of streams next week, Monday through Thursday. We've got career mode, Legend True Sim career mode video going up on YouTube tomorrow at noon Eastern, so be on the lookout for that. Insiders Man, thank you for the follow. Suspender Belt, welcome back. Yeah. Follow the stream like Insiders. He's got the right idea. Or she, I don't know. Follow, like, subscribe, all the good stuff helps me out tremendously. And also, if you want to keep up with us outside of stream or any updates to the stream schedule when we go live, all that good stuff, we do have Discord. You can find that in the links below the streams on the channel pages. Yeah, have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the players. Hopefully it's nice weather where you're at. It's supposed to rain here on Sunday, so it'll be a good excuse to watch round 4. My wife will hate that, but you know what? It is what it is. All right, have a great weekend, everybody. I'll catch you back here Monday night, 7:30. Bye!